everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 123 with me, Sid. Now, last episode we made the alchemical furnace, which breaks down items into essentia. And this episode we need to go ahead and get these arcane alembics crafted. I need at least one, preferably two, maybe three. Well, I actually need 5, let's be honest. I'd like to also get into these, but these will be a lot easier. Well, we're going to need to do one of these, and then we've got to do that, which means that. So we are going to have to faff around. So I think we need at least one of those, and we're going to need one of those. I need to be able to basically get praecantatio into one of those things, so I can then make this stuff, and that even that needs thormium. So we are going to have to go down this thormium route, and we are going to create some pollution, I think. I don't think there's any avoiding it. However, right now, we are just... I need... typical. You know what? I don't need that. Go. I need one more piece of silver wood in there to make... I need 30 to make 5. 5 alembics. So, let me just go and grab one of those, and that will give me 32. The gold is also needed. Now, these are all needed currently just to make these, which also require aspects. Interestingly, Ordo and Aqua. Aqua we've got lots of around the place. Ordo we don't have lots of around the place. So, yeah, I'm going to be relying on my mushrooms, but... yeah, the mushrooms have not let them down so far, so let's not think that they're going to let us down now. Now, I need to run these through the mending machine to make plates, because I need a whole bunch of those. And these we make in the bending machine on program 1 using rods, so those need to go through... Those need to go through the extruder first to get rods out. That will give me 10 rods, and that will give me 20 springs. So that should give me everything we need to do that lot. Then we've got these steel fluid pipes. They are relatively straightforward. That's just extruder, 3 steel onto those. We need 2 per, so 15. Well, no, 30 steel. That's all doable. Don't know why I thought 15. My maths is terrible sometimes, you know, but you've all know this. Low pressure boiler tanks we can do reasonably easily. That is just stuff. 6 iron casings basically. I think, did I? They are. Yeah, we can. Yeah, not a problem. And then it's just the thormium, and thormium is, as we know, is made by... It's not enough. I mean, yeah, you got those. Why are you not showing me how to make thormium in the normal sense? Let's just show me. Thormium. Recycler. No, you're not. You really are refusing to show me how to make that, aren't you? Thormium, bang, for praecantatio. Now, praecantatio itself isn't difficult. Where it gets problematic is when you start looking at things that have got additional stuff. Thormium thread, even thormium threads. So what we actually need to, ideally, we want something that just has praecantatio and nothing else. However, I think that is going to be a stretch. Most of the things we've scanned that have praecantatio in them have lots of other items. So I think, yeah, I just think it's going to be a stretch. Let's just leave it at that. Which means that we're going to have to make some pollution to Then they go into basic bending machine, that's fine. We can get rid of 2 of those. That's everything we need to make all of those filters. There's the springs, so that will make those. So it's a steady progress. The bit that's awkward is this thing, because a block of thormium, if I were to go block of thormium, I don't think there is a way of making that without compressing 9 thormium ingots. I don't think we can do a block of iron in there. That would be obviously would be too much to ask for, wouldn't it, really? So yeah, there's a little bit of work here to do that. However, we can get those filters made, and that will be a big step in that right direction. I don't think you require any filters. Oh no, you do. Okay, I need 2 more. Okay, that's fine. Which is, let me just double check again, that is 3. Oh no, you get 3 per. Oh, we get so much. I'm an idiot. I should look at what I'm making here. Okay, well, we can progress that bit through. I also need to drop off that screwdriver somewhere because it's annoying me. I do that. Screwdriver's almost gone. Maybe we just keep it on us for now. Let me just stick it in my backpack. See, oh, that's obsidian. I was getting excited. And we don't have, let me just check, there isn't a stupid coin quest or anything for thormium, is there? Oh, we did. We've completed something. Zombies. Yeah, claim it. They're all better. It's better claimed than not, isn't it? Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Boop. Yeah, so when you look at, I mean, that's got 2, and that's actually not too bad because we'd only be using 1 auto. That might not be a bad source, the magic wax. Don't know where I got that from, but I'll take it. Whereas other things, when you start playing around, you know, that enchanted sticky sort, that's 3 and 3, but we want 4, so in an ideal world, we want something that carries preferably 4 and then not much of anything else, which might be, this is probably the wrong place to be looking as well, if I'm brutally honest. There's quite a bit in these, but not there. There's a bit in there, but that's definitely a bad deal. Live root could be another source because that's only arbor we're using, so if we went to the twilight and started, let me just have a, so I don't. Yeah, we have to get that by mining. Naga scales are not helping. None of that is helping. None of this is helping. I don't know whether. Oh, they have got stuff, and that. Yeah, none of that's helping. That's not. Oh, hello. Metallum and typical. 4, but he's got 8 of the other 2. So let me just hunt around a bit, and I'll be back with you in a moment. All right, just popped into the twilight to look in some of these caves that we've dug to grab some of this live root. Live root is handy. I mean, that's 4 ingots of thormium straight away there. Remember, I need 4 for the. Let me do the thing. Need 4 for one of those, and we can do one. We just need to be careful what we process with one of those. But then I need 5, 6 plus 9, 15. So 4 out of 15. Well, it's better than nothing, but you know, I would prefer more. But the The actual live root is not that rare. And as I say, it's got the advantage, that's 5 we've got now. It's got the advantage that it just doesn't, it's less likely to pollute the, I'm not worried about those, nothing can spawn there. Yeah, it's less likely to cause pollution that we don't want, so, but there's plenty of stuff around, so we can, and to be fair, you know, I can always use sticks, so it's not a bad thing. Would have been nice if we got a little bit more though. Come on, game. No. I'm not doing those, I know there's nothing under them. So that's this one exhausted, but there's lots of these things around. We've got lots of mines, lots of caves, lots of things we've done. So we can continue around and just hunt down live root. But there you go. They've got 6 already out of however many it was I said. 25, 26, I can't remember. So a number. The number's gone already. It's it was that persistent. There's always a problem with me. Remember, there's a certain element of lack of. Oh, hello. There's a certain lack of persistence of memory in here. This is obviously a line chunk, so that's useful to know. But again, it's also, damn it, it's also now unlit. So now I need to work out where the lighting should have been. Probably around about there. Right, don't do that again. But yeah, there's a good chance of finding what we need around in here. So be back in a bit. All right, we got 24. I didn't find much more of it. However, I did have a wavy brain moment. I recall that chiseled sandstone used to be a good source of praecantatio, and I think it was also 1-for-1 with possibly Terra or Patricio, one of the others. Now obviously we can't do sandstone in the same way that we used to do sandstone in the good old days, where you just craft 4 sand together into a sandstone, because this is GregTech, and that would be far too easy. No, we have to do it, and we got a reasonable amount of sand. We have to do it there. Yes, oh, but it's fought, damn it. Well, how do we do this? So I wasn't wrong. It does, it is a good source of praecantatio. What I hadn't taken into account fully was that it was actually worse than I thought it was for stuff. I mean, that's no better than silverwood logs. Stupid question. Silverwood planks. Yeah, just loses its magical properties. Oh well, that's not ideal, is it? Right, so what have we got? We have got 42, so to put 2 back, I've got enough there to make 10 ingots, which is not a million miles off of that. That's 11 plus thorium screws and a bit, 11. But we need at least one of those, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've got 10, so I need another 5 basically in as an effective a way as possible. This is just annoying. Those are so... I think I'm going to have to go back and get more. You know, this just seems to be a sensible way of doing things. I did. The other reason I've come back is I started running out of food. In other words, known as there's no food. We got a piece of melon. What more do you want? There you go. It's fruity. Look. Yum 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 yum. Right. I think there is one place I know where you do see a lot of live root is those hills. My helmet is looking a lot of this is looking very close to dying. Got a steel helmet, so it's not as good. Leggings, they are actually enchanted, but not going to really help a great deal, are they? Oh dear, 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 what to do? Oh, actually, let's have a look. Protection 2, your protection 3, you're actually pretty good, but that's ironwood plates. And those can be made into other stuff, I presume. Ironwood leggings, which are protection 5 versus protection, so it's still not as good as diamond. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do. I really am in a tizzy about what direction. I can't believe I actually used the word I'm in a tizzy. That seems completely out of character as well. I think we can hear a creeper going through his dying moments. I'm not against that. Right, what have we got that I haven't eaten a lot of? Eaten once. We'll make one of those anyway, because with that I can make that. And with that I can actually make me another one of those. Make me another one of those. And make me one of those. That's 4 items, all good. Boo 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 boo. Eaten twice, that was bad of me. Not eaten recently. Toast sandwich. Yuck. Sounds gross. That should do us. We take one more item. And me. Lamb with mint sauce, really can't complain at that as an idea. Right, what do I need then? I'm going to have to go back and get more. I think this is just the best sauce for me right now. If I can get myself just to... Let me just work out exactly what I need. I'll be back in a second. Alright, well, our first attempt. I don't think this is what I think is going to be like. This is one of those hills. There are definitely ores and stuff in the things, but I can't see any real traces of live root down there, which is surprising. My recollection, which could be flawed, I'll admit, is of them being much more live rooty. Really not finding this stuff. Now, I don't know whether I'm going about this the wrong way, you see, because every tree has roots underneath it. And you can follow those roots down somewhat into the ground. And in theory, you know, you would expect some of those potentially to be live, but so far when I've tried that on several of the spots where I've thought it possible that we might find something, no such luck. I'm trying to avoid skeletons as well because my armour's looking a little bit beaten. Caves, which you would think if there was live roots exposed they would be quite visible again, because they glow green, you know, they're pretty visible. not. Oh, there's still plenty of gold and lapis down there, not magnetite. But very little in the way of exposed live roots. So we are kind of, at the moment we are, where are we? We're up here, and I think that is the labyrinth we actually raided, so that might be our best bet of going into a labyrinth to see whether we can see live root through the labyrinth, because I'm in my mind, there's my memory, if you like, which is definitely not what it used to be. There's definitely a thing going on where somewhere in this lot there was live root. I mean, these trees the sources of them. I mean, they're hollow, and the roots don't have roots, not like the other ones, so can't be those. No, it's doing my head in, I tell you. It's I mean, it's a simple thing I want. I don't want a lot. Well, I mean, not a simple. It's the thing I want. Hello. Why? That's better. Oh, because I've not been here before. I was just wondering why it was showing us that. You're just messes, aren't you? Yeah, there's nothing fancy there. I was just started thinking, carved pumpkin. I mean, that's not a carved pumpkin, that's a pumpkin, because this is an older version of. There's one I just saw a thorn of each room over there. No, it wasn't, it was a thing, okay. That's fine, alright, let's leave them to it. Right, so going to try my last ditch effort, and if that doesn't work, then we'll, well, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and come up with a different solution. Because clearly this is not working. Back in a moment. Well, the labyrinth was a good call. There's definitely some down here, and of course I cleared this one, so in theory, I say I've cleared it, it's not 100% clear, so, you know, do not get overly confident there, because that way lieth a fall. For example, I don't think there is anything. If we blocked off a direction, that blocked it off from a point of view of from the point of view of the labyrinth exploration itself. I need to be a little bit careful on how I go consume. Let's eat my toast sandwich. Nom, 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 nom. And there is another level, so we can go down and explore the level below this, if I can ever find my way there. But the plus point is there is some live root to be had around here. Probably not here, but you know, check them all out. I'll take the sticks back when I pick them up. If I don't pick them up, I'm not going to panic. So yeah, I am going to continue hunting around in here to find myself as much live root as I possibly can, and we're at 52 now, and I think we probably need about 80 ideally. I don't know what. Oh, hello. You're actually not on my list. There you go. Boink, 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 boink. This is probably not a good idea, but yeah, those are. Oh, hello. Explodey boys. I don't have many torches on me, so that's a good reason why we shouldn't be running around in here with naughty little monsters. Let's just stick to what we've explored, shall we? Otherwise I'm just going to get myself killed. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Well, we didn't quite get the 80 we wanted. I got 56, which is 12 ingots worth. So we are going to need to make 12 ingots worth of thaumium. That might be enough. And there's a reason why it might be enough. But we need to go over to the magic area once I have divested myself of all of this garbage that I've collected. Well, garbage, really, it's not all garbage, obviously. Some of it's actually quite useful. But yeah, there is a possibility we may have enough. Let me just check, because I think I stuck a little bit of stuff in here. Not a lot, but a little. Yep. Ectoplasm 21, we're not far off. We need to make spectral iron, and that will allow me to make spectre plate. And I need 24 of those, and I'm 21, so I just need to kill a few more little spirit things and we're Gucci. However, did I just say Gucci? God, stop it, champ. Yeah, the edible root. Do I have a box for edible roots? I really need the storage controller. This would be so much easier if we had a storage controller. There we go, edible roots. I'm pretty certain I have tea leaves up here though. Tea? If I were tea, where would I be? Come on, tea. Tea, tea. And mushrooms, maybe there. Lovely. Right, and we've got 56 of those. Now, we want this. And bear with me on this one. So that's a block of thaumium, that's 9. These require thaumium screws and some stuff. Again, we should be able to do all of that. But it's that thing there, the 9, 10, 11. Remember, I think I've got 12. Let me just go and see if I have got any thaumium bits kicking around in my system anywhere. I don't think I will have. I think it's highly unlikely that I have. But that is fine. I'm not too worried about those. So let us just see. If I want to make thaumium again, let me just go in there. I may have to go one over basically, but it's iron ingot and praecantatio. That's fine, and we're going to take a hit on the pollution, but I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 14 worth actually. That's better. I think we can work around the way around this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Let us go and make thaumium and pollute the environment a bit. I'll be back in a moment. All right, we've got a reasonable amount of this in, so if I just go, let's get those and do these. Two at a time. That seems like a reasonable. I don't want to overload the cauldron because that way is a surety of just making a mess everywhere. I mean, we're going to make a mess everywhere anyway. This has got half a thing left, so still got 322, so we're going to be okay, I think. And now this has almost certainly got a whole load of stuff in it, and if I do that, bang, there you go, there's our pollution, which we need to clear, so we'll do that with a little bit of this. This is not actual pollution, this is a visual representation of the fact you've polluted the environment. What you need to be aware of and keep your eyes out for is taint getting, the area getting tainted, because then you're in trouble. However, we have got 14 thaumium. We've also got thaumonite, which I think, I don't know whether we can actually use that for any of this stuff as well. That's a thing to bear in mind. But what I have got in here, look, is I've got 4 vials of 8 praecantatio, which that is, if I can crystallize that, that is 2, 4, 6, another 8 thaumium, which might be enough to get me to the point where I think. So here I'm going to need a block of thaumium. We need these V filters. That's a thing we need. So we do need to change out what's on there. Okay. So I'm wearing my proper stuff. We've got you, and what I need to do, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 2 of those, and 1, 2, 3 of those. So we're definitely going to need to do that. 5 and 10. That one. Boop. And boop. So that gives us those. We need that, and we need thaumium screws. Now thaumium screws made from thaumium bolts made from thaumium rods. Thaumium rods, well, we basically can extrude 8 bolts out of a thing, or we can cut a rod into 4, so it's basically 8 out of 1. So for that we are going to get enough. We're going to get 4 of those, so we're probably going to need to do a couple of lots of that. Are we going to have enough? This is so close. What did I want? What do I need from here that I'm going to have to carry with me? I've got those. I need some quicksilver drops. I'm going to have to come back here anyway. How do I get quicksilver drops? We smelt those into those. Okay, let me do half a dozen of those. Dispenser, that's fine, that's just standard stuff. So that, and we're going to need these mixed crystals. That's going to be tricky, but not impossible. We've got everything we need for that. So I think what we're going to need to do is head back, start making ourselves some blocks and bolts and things and screws, get those things, and then we can come back over here and start crafting the magic. Oh, good grief. What the hell was that? I didn't even see it, it bounced around so much. Ah, well, it's not a problem, it's somebody else's problem right now because it's not here. So yeah, I do need to, so I need to make a thormium block, that's the first thing. And that's the most expensive bit, and then we'll take it from there. So let me just go and do the mechanical stuff, and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, we're still not quite there. I need at least one more thormium ingot to even get to the point where I can utilise that liquid essentia. But I think to comprehend what we need to make what we can to get as far as we can in the process, because there's a lot of little, you know, GregTech, there's a lot of little pieces, and those pieces, well, you know, they build up, so you end up with an inventory that looks like this. I have brought the magic wax with me because that will actually do as a source of praecantatio, because it's got 2 and 1 ordo. I'd rather not waste it, because ordo I'd like to strip out because it's not that uncommon, but it's you know, something that I wouldn't want to waste. I don't like wasting anything, to be honest. There's a certain amount of pragmatism, I suppose, when it comes to doing some of this. However, we need to make you. Now we've got those, I've got that, it's these that I need. And these are made by going like so. And I think it was like so, and like so, and like so. And then it needs some juice all the way around. Yes, 1, 2. So that gives me 8 of these. Let me just get rid of that because I don't need to be carrying that around. This lot I do need, however, because then we need to make 2 of these. Now they are things, and that's where I need the extra praecantatio, isn't it? Because we're going to go 1, 2. My last 2 rubber sheets. I need to make some more. 2 of those. Oh no, back. 2 of those, and I need another. I shouldn't have made those. I got carried away. However, it doesn't matter. I brought enough to make another thing, so we've got to put some water in. Hup, hup. And we'll go 1. Oh, it's not bubbling. It's not bubbling. I'm too impatient. I can go and make the screws, and that should give me everything we need except for these, and we need a dispenser still. I need to go and make that mechanical thing. So let me pull that together. This is. I really need to get the. Is it a dislocator they're using dark steel? Oh, what I'm going to have to look now, isn't it? No, it's the dark. There's a dark steel thing with a thing, and the sword can do a thing. Ender, that's the beastie. I think it's the Ender, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, there's a thing here with a thing that allows me to things. I'm probably miles away from it because it's GregTech, and you know this stuff would be available like on day 3 under normal vanilla things. But let me go and get these screws made, and then we will hopefully be in a position, or at least a bit of a closer position, to make this damn crystallizer. If we can make the crystallizer, then I can start making the alembics, and once I've got the alembics, then with that plus the crystallizer makes everything so much easier. Oh, rabbit hole, wherefore art thou, rabbit hole? Be back in a moment. Alright, I think we've got everything over here that we need now, ish. Well, everything we need to do to get to a certain point in time, which includes the dispenser, so we can get rid of you, and we should now be able to make you. I've got those, I've got those. Yeah, I think we are about there. We just need to go and make those crystals, and I better take some iron with me. I don't know how much iron I've got over at the magic side, and it's not like I'm short of it. So, and while I'm here, because I do keep my eye on this, we're at 21. I'll be honest, I took my eye off the ball, and I think so. We've still got 42 stainless steel dust to process. We're about a third of the way through now. That is painful, by the way. That is really painful. Masterclass in gating progress. That one. I'm not entirely sure. There probably are better ways of doing it, but I'm not 100% certain, because it looks like most of the better ways of creating steam require more power. I mean, we've still got the advanced boiler, which would give us more steam, which would speed things up, so that's still something to do, but it's just another exercise in purgatory of making circuits, and I can't face it. Not right now. We're going to have a lot of sensors, I think, because I've got a lot of that. I'm very tempted to take those down, just because we've got more dye than we know what to do with. So that is a... It's got to be a witch, it can't be a villager. But it could be a zombie villager. But I'm sure it would appear as a zombie villager. I don't know, just saw that pop up. Right, we are here with stuff and stuff to make stuff. Right, what have we got? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wow. We're getting closer. So I think we have everything there to make this. We may not have... Oh, we do. We have enough. 1 alchemical construct. So now we still need to make you. That is some balance shards and those, and some V. We are going to need to go and recharge our wands, so we'll go and do that quickly. Have that in my inventory. The only drawback with that is I do pick up ink sacs, which I don't always want. But it won't take as long to do this, and then we should be out. Well, hello. Juggling calamari, look. Right, I didn't really want that. I can eat it though, so we might as well just eat it and have done with. Oh, it does go. It just goes into if you're in your inventory. That is useful to know. I did not know that. Well, I'm probably wasting some of the... I could be having the other ones in my inventory and just filling those, but yeah, we'll live. We'll pop that away. That one's lovely and full. And that is going to require... Okay, so one of each. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to need to make more of those going forward, I'm sure. Oh, hello. Yeah, we've got a little bit of pollution there, but we'll live. And these are... I think these actually do require, so air, fire, water, air, fire, water, earth, order, and chaos. 1 and 2. Does that mean... I think we've got everything we need. That. One of those. 2 of those. That, and that makes that. Now, I don't even know if that is a thing that's going to work right now. But if we were to place that on top of there, and I were to get these, and put them away, not fast, but I don't care about fast. Nothing in GregTech is fast. What we should see is that should spit out, when it's done, a praecantatio crystal. There it is, 1 praecantatio. So we can sit here with our magnet, just AFK, and that will spit them out. As I say, it's not fast. I think if we actually look at the entry in the Thermonomicon, you can speed it up with... draws in, slowly converts into a small shard of crystalline, blah blah blah. Or container can be disabled. Supplying with Terra V will greatly increase its speed. So presumably if we have a Terra node nearby, it will be faster. But like I say, it's not about the speed, because we can sit here all day and just let this go. But now I can convert that back into alchemy, and the alchemy can do its thing, and yada yada, which is great. That's exactly what I want to be able to do, so I don't end up polluting the environment like I was there. Did I hear a spider? I did hear a spider, didn't I? Hello? Oh, maybe I didn't. Well, I'm fairly certain I did. I just don't know where I've heard it. I shouldn't be here. Hello. That probably needs a little bit of work to make it more useful. But yeah, so we've got you. Let me check how long I've been recording, but I suspect I'm coming close to the limit of my time on this one. But I would hope that we can get enough of this crystallized essentia to make this one. We've got what we need to do that, we just need those, and we need to do the thaumium. So once we've got those, we can then get more of this into those, and yeah, you get the idea. But let me just check how long I've been recording. I'll be back in a second. And as I suspected, that took altogether too long. But we are at least in a position where we can F1, F2, we've got the crystallizer, and that will allow us to do our stuff. So there's a thaumium ingot straight away. I didn't bring any iron with me, did I, as well? So I said I was going to bring iron, and I didn't. So that's fine. I fibbed, you know, usual. But yeah, we can set this running. I can AFK here, and once this is empty, I'll have 32 ingots, which is 8 things, which will be enough to make 2 arcane alembics. And with those, then I can make more of this stuff. That is all awesome. I am more than happy with that. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.